Hi, my name is Williams Cumberbatch and I'm a percussionist from Venezuela, based in the UK since 1992. And I'm very glad to be joining the quarantine red light busking sessions from my house. It's a beautiful challenge in which I'll be interacting with somebody on the other side of my telephone, sending me messages, asking me questions, and I am going to be replying those questions, and I'm gonna be sent two songs that I will have to learn. I will have to work out a little bit and then perform them at the end of this session. So so yes, I'm just hoping that this is gonna be all good for you and you're gonna enjoy this session. And and yes, I'm gonna be adding congas to these a cappella songs. The two songs are one from Tidra Moses called Be Your Girl, and the other one is from Camila Cabello, which is called Havana. And then I'm gonna just be working out a bit on the beginning of these songs to try to find out how can I do this scene. And after that, I'm gonna be answering some questions, and yes, and the countdown basically just started now. We are in the countdown, this 1 hour session, and yes, this is how we do it then. So I'm gonna play the song now, the first one from Camila, from Tidra Moses, and I'm gonna be working on them, see what can I do, what can I add to these songs, yes? So here we go.
But that divorce, so he made a bad decision, but he made a good one. So I don't know. I'm gonna pray on it. I'll tell y'all how it was.
Some intro.
Don't know if you got a girl. Don't mean no disrespect, but thoughts of you rule my world. I even dream of you, I swear. Visions of you and I. If you really want me to, I will. Gonna walk right up to you and say what's on my mind. So I gotta make you see this is more than just a silly crush, and I wonder if
Okay. Okay, that's the song number 1.
Just wanna be your girl.
Okay, please. That's song number 1. Now I need to get song number 2. Number 1, Dawn. Now, number 2. And it's Camila Cabello. Let me find a way to do this quick on this thing so that I can find them one after the other to perform them. So the best thing is that I go here and I save them as a play, change, and I add a new playlist, red light, create, and it's in there. Now I go back to WhatsApp and I go to Camila Cabello and I will save it to red light. Beautiful. So now, sorry. So now I go back to the TV. Apologies, this is all as it is. It's a challenge, isn't it? So it's a beautiful challenge. So now I'm going to find this playlist where I save these 2 songs. And red light is here. Lucky I got this on my telephone so I can say play on my telephone is connected to the TV. So now I got these 2 songs in here. And that is beautiful. So now I'm gonna listen to Camila Cabello, Havana featuring Young Turk. A cappella only.
MS Project, bringing you the hottest acapellas.
Havana, ooh, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, na, na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana. There's something about his manners. Havana, ooh, na, na. He didn't walk up with that, how you doing? When he came in, he said there's a lot of girls I can do it, but I can't without you. And forever in your minute. That's on my night. And Jordan says he got my love in him. He got me feeling like ooh. I know it when I met him. I loved him when I left him. Got me feeling like ooh. And then I had to tell him I had to go. Oh na 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 na. Havana, ooh, na na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, na na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na na na. Oh, but my heart is in Havana. My heart is in Havana, Havana, ooh, na na.
Just graduated fresh on campus. Fresh out East Atlanta, waiting on lunch. Damn, fresh out East Atlanta, like a traffic jam. Hey, hops at the bay, that girl like he go, bang on me, hey, so craving on me, get the beat on me. She waiting on me, damn, try to cake it on me, got the bacon on me. When you down, this is the screen I'm making on me. One blank post range that be. If it goes a million, that's me. I was getting more like baby.
Havana, ooh, na na. My heart is in Havana, ooh, na na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na na na. Oh, but my heart is in Havana. My heart is in Havana, Havana, ooh, na na. Take me back, 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 back. Take me back, 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 back. Take me back, back, back. Take me back, back, back. Hey,
Something like this.
hey.
Is that done?
Ooh, took me back to yesterday. No. Oh, but my heart is in
You have to
Havana.
be creative with this. So let me try something in here. Come on, get in my finger, man. So yeah, let me rewind that song again. No, please don't do this, Debbie. I don't want you to do this. I want you to listen to this song again. And I'm going to try this way.
MS Project, bringing you the hottest acapellas.
Something like that, yeah? This beat comes down. Yeah. Yes. So now I'm going to send the message. We already seen that's a bit of the idea that can work on these two tunes. So let's see how it goes then. Let me contact back these people because it's a challenge, it's a life challenge. Cool down the job. listen to them, and I have idea of what to do. And now I got 30 minutes on this. It should be coming now. I done both songs already, 1 and 2. And it's a question of just getting the answers, the questions that I'm gonna be asked, that I have to reply. It's all about, it's interactive, so I'm a bit nervous because I'm learning the song and listening to the songs. He's sending me the text message. I just got the songs, and it's like that basically. It's an impromptu session. You know, congas are a Cuban instrument that is used, one of the most popular instruments in the world. They are from the Cuban music called rumba music. Afro-Cuban rumba is the music, the modern music of this instrument. In the 1940s, 30s, this instrument branched out of the rumba to go into other musics like son, mambo, and more recently into salsa. And I could say that right now this instrument is the most popular percussion instrument around the world, without a doubt. It's an instrument that is present in pop music, in rock music, in Latin music, even in some Asian music, African music. It's a very versatile instrument because it can be tuned. So congas is an instrument that can be rhythmical and melodic, as you can hear. So see what I mean? See, you can make melodies and rhythmical melodies basically. So let's see what's next. So I've just been asked if I'm ready to perform. I say yes. God bless. So congas is an instrument that is, as I say before, a Cuban instrument, Afro-Cuban instrument that originally descends from another drum that you can see now is behind me here. These drums are from Congo. The name conga comes from the word Congo because it's a Congolese instrument. We inherited this through, as you know, through the transatlantic slave trade. Not only people that came from there not only came to work, they also bring with them their culture and their traditions, and those traditions are still alive till today. And this conga drum, as you see it now, is the evolution of a Congolese drum. Because this drum is so popular, it became like a symbol of Latin America, a Latin American symbol. Me myself, I got into these drums at early age in Venezuela, in Caracas, Venezuela, where I was born. My dad is the descendant of an Englishman from Trinidad and a woman from Martinique. So very Caribbean mix. My dad was born in Venezuela, and he was a percussionist himself, and he had a band as a young man. And when I was born, I was lucky enough to, for the first 5 years of my life, or 5, 6, 7 years of my life, I saw my dad rehearsing and performing at my house. And apparently, I was jumping out of my cradle to go and play in my dad's drums at very early age. I think the earliest memory I have of me seeing a band rehearsing I was 3 years old when that happened, or probably even less than that. And I commented that to my mom once, that my mom, I heard, I think I remember seeing a band rehearsing in here and this and that. And she was totally surprised to hear that, because she couldn't imagine that I was going to remember that until now. But yes, my start as a percussionist is from very, very, very early age. Is through my dad. My dad used to sit down in the front room in my house after he left the band. He cut off the music and he started working to keep up the family. But he still was playing bongos to records, exactly like I'm doing now. My dad was doing in my front room in my house. He played a tune and he played some bongos to it. And I remember sitting next to him, just watching him do the thing. The first bongos that I had were bongos that I made my own self with empty cans of powdered milk. I remember I even made my own timbales and this and that. But yes, and I started building my own drums at very, very early age. Sometimes I get a can, as I said before, a can of powdered milk, take the bottom end of it, and with gaffer tape, I make the skin of the drum. And I actually made them sound like that. Of course, those drums last one blow, one session playing, because the gaffer tape goes, it's not a real skin. So yeah, that's how it is, basically how I started from very early age. Then I became a professional percussionist at the age of 13 years old. After that, I jumped into a music school to really study a bit more of percussion, a percussion music school in Venezuela. And yes, at 13 I was professional. Then I started playing and recording with bands at very early age. I don't know, 16, 17, something like that. 17, 18, I was already recording. I think the first album that I recorded was in 1983 or something like this. I can't remember exactly, but yes, it was somewhere around that time. 1992, I came to the UK as part of, I was invited to come to play here with a band called Entreverado from Venezuela, folkloric music troupe. They were coming here to perform in a festival that was based in Birmingham and London. So we come here to play in Birmingham Symphony Hall and the Queen Elizabeth Hall in London. And the festival was a commemoration of the 500 years of discovery. And after that, the rest is history. I went to study music in the UK, and I started studying English and music. And then after I met a woman and I got married, I got children in this country. And as I said before, the rest is history. I have a long musical career in the UK. I have played and recorded with lots of famous people and non-famous people. I have played with people like Björk, Pulp, collaborated with them, played with The Cure, played with Jam and Spoon, played with, what's the other one? Yeah, many Cuban bands, Puerto Rican bands, African producers like Yusu Endor. I was involved in Buena Vista Social Club project, and I appeared in the documentary of this album, of the Buena Vista Social Club album, in the mixing room when they are mixing the song. Yes, and I have my own band called Tumbaito, which is Tumbaito. You can find me on Facebook and YouTube and in social media under that name, Tumbaito. And yes, to year 2000, I got an Arts Council grant to tour with my band and my music, and I found that the greatest compliment this country has given to me, and I'm very proud and glad to have been recognized by the Arts Council of England. So now I think I'm ready to perform these songs, and I'm gonna let these boys know, and so that we can go for this scene. Yes. And done, all set. All set for the red light. A lot of people, when in a studio, in the early days, they have a red light that goes on recording, and there used to be something called the red light fear or trauma, basically. So now I am ready to complete the quarantine challenge and bring the sounds of this congas, bring the sound of the conga to the red light busking session, the quarantine red light busking session. So I think here we go then. Tidra Moses performs Be Your Girl, an acoustic session. So let's see how this goes.
This is from, I hear the chorus and I know it's
I'm gonna add a bit more volume.
This is from Complex Simplicity as well. I wrote this song about a guy that still doesn't know to this day it's about him. I've been around him a few times. I didn't like him for a while because he got married, and then they got divorced, so that was good. And now I think I'm crushing on him again, but I don't know, because like the chick that he married was like, really? And guys, let me tell you something. The kind of woman that you date or you marry or whatever, it has a lot to say about you. And she was kind of not so on my level, so. So yeah, no, I don't know though. I don't know. Like, he's super hot still, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know about that lady he married. But they're divorced, so he made a bad decision, but he made a good one. So I don't know. I'm gonna pray on it. I'll tell y'all how.
Don't know if you got a girl. Don't even know this feeling, but thoughts of you rule my world. I even dream of you, I swear. Visions of you and I.
If you really want me to,
beautiful. Song number 2 now. This one was
MS Project, bringing you the hottest acapellas.
Havana, ooh, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, na, na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana. There's something about his mama. Havana, ooh, na, na. He didn't walk up with a how you doing when he came in the room. He said, there's a lot of girls I can do it, but I can't without you. I'm forever in your minute. That's on my night. And Tom says he got my love in him. He got me feeling like, ooh. I know it when I met him. I loved him when I left him. Got me feeling like, ooh. And then I had to tell him I had to go. Oh, na, 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 na. Havana, ooh, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, na, na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na, na, na. All of my heart is in Havana. My heart is in Havana, Havana, na, na.
Just graduated fresh on campus. Fresh out East Atlanta with no mountains. Damn, fresh out East Atlanta. Full like traffic jam. Man, I was gonna pay that girl like all the time. Hey, take it on me. Hey, try to put it on me. Get the beat on me. She waited on me. Damn, try to kick it on me. Got the bacon on me. This is history and I'm making on me. One blank post raising me. If it goes a million, that's me. I was getting more like baby.
Havana, ooh, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, na, na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na, na, na. All of my heart is in Havana. My heart is in Havana, Havana, ooh, na, na. Take me back, 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 back. Take me back, back, back. Take me back, back, back.
Yeah, that's it. Nice. Camila Cabello, Havana, tune, Havana, and Tidra Moses, Be Your Girl. Now I'm going to connect to these people. I got 5 minutes left of this challenge, and I'm gonna tell them that it's done. I want to try another version of, try and take another take, but I want to try another take. Another take of Camila. Just a second, so Okay, so I got the text message, the last one for the tonight. My time has come up. My time has run out. And this challenge was a bit of a serious challenge. The first song is a cappella song, it's an acoustic performance, live performance. And they are very free in there because they know their song. And it was a really hard one to sequence with them, my congas and my playing. I think I done the best I could. The second one was much better. Havana, a recording studio, a cappella recording studio. And then it's only he's refusing me to do another take. And the last 5 minutes of I got in here. He's calling me a perfectionist. Maybe I am. I just think I'm a music lover, and these are beautiful songs. I would love to. They are beautiful, beautiful. I never tried doing this before. It's the first time I do this, play to a cappella song that is already been recorded. And it's a beautiful challenge. So remember, my name now is only seen to left is to tell my name. My name is Williams Cumberbatch. My band is called Tumbaito. Tumbaito. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me in social media on Facebook under Williams Cumberbatch. Facebook and Instagram, you can find me too. If you type my name, you will find me. Before this quarantine, I was holding a Sunday night jam session featuring new up-and-coming talent and some other established talent in town. This session was held at the Jago venue, which was previously called Passing Clouds in the Richmond Road, number 440 Richmond Road, just behind the pub, the Haggerston, every Sunday night. Hopefully after this quarantine you can meet me there every Sunday night. It's a jam session, you're welcome to come. If you have a song you want to perform, I'll give you the backup and you can play with me and my friends. And yes, that's it. And thank you to the Red Light Busking sessions and the quarantine special sessions. And this is all we have time for now. And yes, and let me see. So my time on the performance have come to an end. And I hope that you guys enjoy this. Thank you very much indeed. And God bless you all, yes. Bye bye.